What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with another BTS reaction. This time we taking a look at their song, Ugh. Okay, now we got J-Hope, Suga, right? Because I've been saying Suga, and I think at one point I said sugar, and now it's Suga, right? And I think I just said Suga. I added like a random H in there. Suga, or is it Suga? Just without the R. I forgot. And then, of course, we got the almighty rap monster. Now, of course, man, what I've been learning from listening to these ciphers, man, they got these bars, man. So I'm ready to hear some more. And, of course, staying with tradition, after we get done listening to this, I actually already have the search on Dual Set. So we're going to go over there and we're going to dive through some of the lyrics to make sure I can catch as much as I can on my first listen. So let's shut up and turn it up. Okay, hold on. To dock those embers that burn up again, before it touches the oil, it engulfs it first. Hey, let's go already. So one thing that I'm finding that's different from what I was hearing on the ciphers is, of course, you know, each of them were kind of taking turns, with some of them kind of jumping in to kind of smash the chorus together. But with this one, they kind of coming in like mid verse, right? We kind of have like a call and response going on. And I like it. Okay. Got a little auto-tune there. Breakdown in the beat. That's catchy. Bro, do y'all hear that 808 bumping in the background, man? That's that trunk rattler right there. Oh my goodness. That's rewind that. Hey. This is hard. Money as well. I like his flow. Facts. I need to find out what that means. That A-ham. Hey. Oh.
교만했던 그 분노에 분노해 hey hey
Hey, BTS, hey, BTS, hey. Yo, I think we just heard straight murder, like in the literal and the physical sense there, bro. They had guns popping off. Let's go. Dang. Now I'm gonna tell you, man. As far as instrumentals to the hip hop, something, I don't think anything for now, right? I still gotta make it through the entire rap line or whatnot. But I don't think anything's gonna beat that beat on the Cypher 4, because that beat was just I've been still thinking about it ever since I did a reaction to the Cypher Part 4 about that beat, because it was just so fire, especially how it builds up. But this one was a strong contestant because of that, because of 808s, that bass line is just rattling and just rumbling. Now these are some pretty cheap headphones, but they're in-ear headphones, right? So they sit closer to your eardrum, so things like the bass just rattles. Like my ear is still shaking from that bass. Oh my goodness, bro. I gotta play this in the car. You already know. So let's go ahead and check out Dulcet. All right. Ugh. Hey, when they started doing that, when they cut all the melodies and they left the percussion in there, and they both was like, hey, that's infinite hype right there. You gotta dance, man. That's the type of stuff that's gonna make you dance, even if you ain't the type to dance. Like, you just gotta get up and just start moving. Gotta do something. Okay, so it looks like we got some additional stuff here. So, all right, this character is pronounced Wook. Lose one's temper because of sudden explosive anger, often over trivial things. That's going around all day long, man. People losing their mind over trivial things, man. I mean, you got to have patience. You got to have patience for some of this stuff, because some people bring you down to their level. Some things and some people. English title will be the sound you make when you... I think we're all familiar with that sound, right? Right? Okay, so that gives me a little bit of insight as to why it's titled right? So the sound you make when you're very mad, frustrated at something. Side note, it's also an onomatopoeia word for throwing up. Okay, okay, makes sense. Interesting. So there's a Spotify storyline as well. It says, in the song the rappers criticize a society in which people who hide behind masks of anonymity and anonymity, you guys know what I'm talking about, to cast their anger against others. From the genre of Memphis style trap, the track lends voice to an impressive blunt rap building on a beat of fast trap rhythms reflective of exploding emotions. You know what's interesting? Although it's trap, if they kind of just took away some of the trap elements, it would also be an element of boom bap rap, right? If they kind of took away that melody and just kind of left, maybe simplified the 808. The reason why I say it's boom bap, because most of the boom bap was just kind of simplicity, but their rhymes will be reflective of exploding emotions. Because the instrumental was simple, it gave you more room to kind of breathe life into your lyrics, and that's what they did. Most of their lyrics is mostly emotional. I would have loved if somebody did like that, those lyrics to like a boom bap track. So that's interesting. So R.M. Suga and J Hope poured out their anger against anger full of malice. Put out their anger against anger. Okay. The lyrics must be a typo. Anger full of anger. The lyrics that speak of their conviction to stand up against a world dominated by rage give a glimpse into the pain BTS may have felt as witness or as victims of such anger. Of course, man. It's kind of like one of them things where, the bigger you get, the more haters you got, right? But this is interesting. Criticize society in which people who hide behind masks of anonymity to cast their anger against others, right? So basically keyboard warriors. That's crazy. I think this is like maybe the second or third song that I've heard them speak of an issue sort of like this, that's addressing either other artists who mimic them for being idols and being rappers, or like this, who talk about them and criticize them, but choose to remain anonymous, saying you don't get any type of blowback for that. So of course they make this song to address those issues. So if you are one of those keyboard warriors, this is a song for you. You need to have it on repeat, right? Until you get that haterade out of you. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, okay, so what's this mean right here? Sin. So let's search for it. Let's find out what it means in Korean. It means player, players, player. Hey, player. Hey, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, it says right here. Here comes the player of the day. Okay. So touching. Let's see. Spark those embers flaring up again before getting touched by the oil. They'll swallow it because oil intensifies fire. So he's saying basically his fire is so strong you already swallowed up and oil ain't even touched you yet, right? Everything gets swept away. Here comes the player today. Once he starts latching onto a prey. Onomatopoeia for drum sounds. Oh, okay, I knew that. I kind of caught that when we was looking at it. For drum sound becomes everybody's punching bag, right? Because you drumming. So poking around for no reason. Onomatopoeia. So they got a lot of onomatopoeias in here for tapping somebody. So tuk, like almost like tick tick, right? But that's more like a clock. So poking around for no reason. So you pretty much just, got your nose in people's business for no reason other than just to do it. When there's no reaction, he just kills the prey. So this character typically means to immerse something in water, make food, or other fermented foods, being a sound of pushing down something. It's used when people, there's a whole lot of stuff here. Being a sound of pushing down something. It sometimes within context is used to people as a dramatic threat to kill them, right? So when there's no reaction, he just kills the prey. I'm thinking like it says when there's no reaction, meaning that if I'm sitting here thinking of like a lion and prey, right? You know what I mean? A lion like starts to creep up on him, right? And the lion wants to get the prey with as little as reaction from the prey as possible. So if there's no reaction, the lion can kill you just like that, right? But they're gonna have to work a little bit harder. So when there's no reaction, he just kills the prey. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. Even truth become lies, even lie become truth. This player becomes someone with perfect moral. In this place, everyone becomes someone with perfect moral thinking and judgment. Dude, I'm telling you, man, some of this stuff you can see on Twitter, especially with everything that's going on right now, with the election and everything. So in this place, everyone becomes someone with perfect moral thinking and judgment, of course, because everybody believes that their opinion is the only opinion and your opinion is trash. Anger is necessary. Something burns, it's with purpose. Perhaps that's our history. That's interesting. When something burns, it's with purpose. Perhaps that's our history. I'm sitting here thinking there's some history, maybe Korean history going on right here. That might be a reference to that, right? And then also here, right, sometimes that changes the world. Like something that went on in history that technically burned, that ended up having a big impact on the world. That's what I'm guessing. But this is human waste. And then they say this is a word play. Bono, which is rage, and also Bonyo, which is feces and urine. So that's interesting, but this is human waste, not anger. This is crap, not anger, right? So you're pretty much dealing with but this is not how do I want to put this? But this is human. Basically, this is crap, it's not anger. Okay, I understand. It's just a bunch of bull. What's actual anger? You kill pretending it's out of anger, driving me really angry. It's jealousy, right? That's what it is. But they're saying that they're angry, but it's really jealousy. That's what I'm thinking, right? Not necessarily what this bar means, but I'm guessing say pretending it's out of anger. Well, we know it's not anger. It's got to be jealous or you just hating. But that's crap, right? Go back up to here, right? Human rights. That's crap. That's not what it is. It's not anger. It's crap. Countlessly many people who become numb. All right, this character has a couple of other meanings. To be sick of something and to be terrified by something. I choose to interpret it as be numb based on the following verse. So countlessly many people who become numb. Okay. I'm guessing numb to like the hate. That's what I'm thinking. You're not just killing me for us. We're used to stepping on crap. I mean, honestly, when you get famous and everything, I feel like, the road to fame, especially if you take like the hard road, you're going to be stepping on a whole lot of toes. You're going to be stepping in a whole lot of crap that you're just going to have to deal with. And that's that type of stuff that like makes or breaks you, But look at the people who became desensitized, human waste, and indifference to your team. And then they go in here and just absolutely start murdering this course. I go, ugh. Okay. Outraged at the malicious anger. Okay, we got double. Okay, this is pretty much all the same thing repeated. Okay, here we go. Anger governs this world. When they said that, I also said money also governs this world, right? Sometimes a lack of money can cause anger, which also, as they say, governs the world. It's like no one can live without anger. To get anger, and just like that. 10,000 reasons to get angry. So most of this, I'm kind of just going through until I see something that really pokes out to me. That's interesting. Good intent or ill intent. That's all the same because it's all still intent, right? Because what can be good for you can be ill for others, right? And what could be an ill intent for me could be a good intent for you. So I like to say they're all the same. You can get angry, but if it causes harm to someone's life, I don't like it, right? Right? And when we say harm to somebody's life, we aren't talking about physical harm. There's also emotional harm, right? I feel like that's like looked down, you know? That's a real thing. All right, stop that, right? Stop that. Hey, someone's actions drive someone's words make someone else hopeless. See, this is kind of like what I was talking about, right? Hopeless, like emotions, right? Into pain, not just physical, but also emotional. Someone's split second becomes. What's that? Oh, like, okay, I know what that is. All right, looks like we got a chorus again. What's wrong with you getting some hate? You make bank. Why are you whining? Why are you whining again? I always wondered that, right? If you're super successful in what you do in your craft, why go after somebody, right? If you're making money, then just sit on your stacks and chill. You should be willing to put up with that bit. Him, okay. So I had a question about this, so I'm glad that they got a translation here. So let's check it out. Him here carries a certain attitude, is more of a sign of I'm here to give you a lesson. This entire verse is a typical remark of malicious commenters on the internet, claiming that celebrities need to know how to accept malicious anger towards them because they're famous or rich. You know, it's interesting that they say that just because they quote unquote need to know how to accept malicious anger doesn't mean that they deserve it. So, and when I first saw this at him, I was thinking of the type of stuff that you would do if you want to get somebody's attention, like you're at a hotel and the service person sitting there reading a book, so you go like right, but it's not necessarily, you're not necessarily there to give them a lesson. You're more like necessarily trying to make your presence, but it might also end up being a lesson because they were distracted and hopefully they learn from that and always keep their attention. So that's what I thought. But it makes sense, right? Addressing other people because they're saying you have to learn how to accept anger towards them. Okay, so moving on. He continues to do it a lot because, like I say, he's addressing them. He said, "You made me do it. I wouldn't do. If you made me do it, I would endure it all." Guys, see if you made me do it. They pronounce a him as I him and playfully bring in be him. All right, what's that? In the Urban Dictionary. The slang for, I don't think that's got anything to do with anything. So we're going to move on. Y'all let me know down in the comments. All right, we got the chorus, Okay, and that's it. Okay. All right. No, I definitely enjoyed this. And one thing I'm starting to learn, as I get older, I can't listen to none of the mainstream stuff, I mean, I can, right? Because some of it I could just vibe to and everything. But I find it really hard to do reactions to like mainstream or the stuff here in the US, rap and everything, unless they got some type of message or they're like a conscious rapper or trying to spread some positivity. I'm kind of getting tired of hearing about cars and women and men and diamonds and chains, that type of stuff gets boring and it's not relatable to me. I don't have any of those things. I'm a married man with a kid, right? So, and I also like when an artist such as BTS can turn around and address the hate, but in such a almost kind of like a graceful way to where they're like, a graceful way, but they're addressing like the bigger issue instead of focusing on like one person, because sometimes when a celebrity receives hate, there's going to be that one person that's above all that's just giving direct hate to you. And they're going to be on the spotlight of getting us hate. And a lot of people are going to latch on to them. So instead of just attacking like one person, they address the entire society. Like, yo, this is a message for all you guys, right? Just cease all the hate, right? And if you want to hate, right, don't be anonymous with it. Like, just come forward and talk about it. And like I say, you making bank. So you guys let me know what y'all thought about this down in the video, down in the comments. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.